Hello everybody, it's Barbara and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. It is the best day of the week. We're starting off with a little golden singing bell. This charges up the crystals, the cards, me and you. This is a G sharp. It is high throat chakra and it just feels good. Our background today has lots of protection. When I asked my guides this morning what the theme should be, protection came through so clear and so strong. And part of the reason is because we have our county fair this week. So that brings in a lot of low frequency energy into our area. So we have to make sure the frequency is high here. We have selenite and hematite and black obsidian and shungite in our background. That's what these pieces are here. And this is all about protection. We need to protect ourselves from other people's energy. And that's all the time. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at home, if you're at work, if you're going shopping, if you're going to an event. We always need to be protecting ourselves from other people's energy, because there are people out there who consciously or subconsciously want your energy. And you're not a buffet, okay? You're not a buffet. So make sure that you keep your energy close to you. Put a nice pink bubble around yourself to hold your energy so nobody else can drain it from you. And that's all I'm talking about. I'm not saying everybody out there is bad, okay? Don't even go there. What I'm saying is we need to make sure that nobody drains our energy, okay? And a little singing bell helps that as well. That charges us up. Okay, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, an issue, or a question. It can pertain to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world. And then you choose a stack. This is stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3. You can choose 2 stacks or all 3 stacks. I highly encourage you to listen to the whole video, because you never know. There might be something in stack 3 that you weren't expecting, and you chose stack 1. So each stack tells a story. Each stack is hidden under a box to encourage you to use your intuition. And each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. And hopefully it resonates with whatever your idea, issue, or question is. So, having said all that, let's get started. We're just going to dive right in. If you chose stack number 1, your stone is hematite. I told you that our theme is protection. Hematite is awesome for protection. And it comes magnetized or unmagnetized. This is a non-magnetized one. But it can also help draw tension out of your body, neutralize negativity, help you release anger and jealousy. Hematite is awesome. Back when I worked in the corporate world, I worked on computers all day, and I got carpal tunnel in both wrists. And all I did was wear hematite bracelets, and my carpal tunnel went away. So for all you people out there that have issues with your hands, hematite bracelets are amazing, okay? Because it draws out that energy. It increases circulation too. It can also help increase mental function, like improving memory, logic, creativity, and manual dexterity. It's also good for times during, if you're having some times of grief. So if somebody has passed or somebody is sick and you're having a hard time with it, this is a really good one, because I could totally see this as a worry stone. But this is good for that. Also, if you have a headache, you can hold this on, like, let's say you have a headache in the temple, you could hold this at your temple to make the headache go away, because again, it increases circulation. Now, don't use the magnetized ones on your head. You should never, ever, ever put magnets on your head, because your head is like a hard drive and it's not good. Physically, hematite has been used to treat bronchitis, cardiovascular weakness, menstrual cramps, nosebleeds. It's good for during childbirth, or after you've had surgery. It's good for if you have a tumor, if you're suffering from insomnia, if you have leg cramps, all kinds of stuff. Hematite is an amazing stone. So that is the stone for stack number 1. Your first card is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. And we're going to start off with the Princess of Swords. We had this recently. It always amazes me because whenever I do a reading, I see different things in the card. I feel different things from the card. Today, what I'm feeling from the Princess of Swords is I'm not going to take crap from nobody. Okay, I got my sword here and I know how to use it. So just get out of my way. I mean, the strength in this is just really powerful. We're going to add to that a card from the Tarot Grand Lux. Okay, and here's why. So we get the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles, the 10 of earth. This is all these material things coming to you. And remember, in the beginning, I said our theme is protection today. So all this abundance and prosperity is coming to you, and it's physical prosperity. Okay, it's things, it's a house, it's a car, it's a job, it's money. All this stuff is coming to you, and you're going to protect it. And you're not taking crap from nobody because this is yours. Okay, I am in receive mode. See, I'm receiving. I'm in receive mode, but I'm also going to protect it. That is so strong, so powerful. Like I almost feel like I'm 2 feet taller as I'm reading these. We're not going to take crap from anybody. We're going to protect what's ours. Now, this does not mean we're going to do it with an ego like, hey, I got more than you, because our job is to receive so that we can share. But we're also using discernment. And if there's somebody out there or something out there with malicious intentions, yeah, we're not going to put up with it. I'm going to protect what's mine. I'm going to protect my family. I'm going to protect whatever it is that I have that needs protecting. My property, my vehicles, my family, my wealth. Maybe I'm tucking it away because there's hard times coming. Whatever this means to you, he's putting the gold coins in a jar, kind of like a savings account. Okay, my guides are saying, notice he's putting gold coins in his jar. He's not actually putting them in a savings account in a bank. That's for somebody out there. I don't know who, but I'm just supposed to say that. And we're going to protect it with everything we've got. We're protecting what we have. This is mine. I'm protecting it. And, it's interesting because I said our whole theme is protection. And here we have to protect what's ours. And we've got the hematite, which is very protective. So we're going to add to that a card from the Guardian Angel reading card deck. And we have a master number, card number 22, master number, Angel of New Beginnings. So it's like, okay, I've got everything I need. I'm going to protect it. I'm also going to ask my higher ups, God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit. I'm going to ask the angels and archangels who work with the light. I'm going to ask my ancestors who live in the light, and all the ascended masters who live in the light. And they're going to guide, guard, and protect me because I am just about ready. Ooh, and I'm getting goosebumps while I'm saying this. We're just about ready to walk through this doorway or come out of the birth canal and be reborn. We are all on the precipice. That word is so powerful these days. We're on the precipice of something amazing. So make sure that you are protected and that you're protecting yours, your children, your parents, your grandparents. Protect your community, protect yourself. because what's on the other side of this doorway is so beautiful and amazing and powerful. And we don't want any demons. We don't want any attachments. We don't want any icky energy. You look at this and look at her body language is just, I'm free. I'm free. And her angel's going there with her. And you need to know that you are guided, guarded, and protected. But you have to ask. You have to ask. Yes, they're watching over you, but they can't do anything to help you until we ask. So ask, ask, ask. I tell this to people every day. Ask for anything. Help finding your glasses. Help finding your car in a parking lot. Help finding a new car. Help finding that perfect love for you. Whatever it is, ask them. And my life has gotten so much easier and better once I started asking for help all the time. Just set your pride aside. Pride doesn't do you any good anyway. And just go, okay, you know what? I need help today. I need help finding my keys. I don't know where I left my keys. And then just know that they're going to help you. And those keys are just going to magically appear somewhere. Where you already looked, of course. That one drives me crazy. They'll be sitting on the middle of the counter where you already looked 6 times. And you just got to laugh about that because, that's them. They're up there going, hey, watch this. So that is stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, your stone is selenite, which right there I have a selenite wand. That is a smudging wand. It's got feathers. It's got hematite. And it's got selenite. So it's, the selenite is just like this. Selenite is white. Oh, and this obelisk here, that has selenite in it as well. It's also got black tourmaline and a bunch of other things in it. But it's also about protection. So selenite, named after Selene, the moon goddess. It is known for rapidly shifting blocked energy. One of the things that I do, especially with, my dog, but then other service dogs, I have a selenite wand that I use to cleanse the dog's energy because service dogs absorb energy from their handlers and other people. Service dogs are very empathic, and this helps remove all the energy that's not theirs. And yeah, I use it on humans too. So it clears away negative energy. It's really good for cleansing your other crystals as well. So if you have, I have a big piece and I just lay my crystals on top of it. And you don't have to wait for the full moon for that either. So it's nice to have that. Let's see. It allows you to see the bigger picture and strengthen your decision-making process, making you more aware of all things around you, which we all need that these days. It can help you expand your sense of spirituality and increase your telepathic ability, if you put that intention out there. It's also good for anything associated with the skeleton, bones, spine, teeth, nails. So if you're having issues with any of those, you might want to carry a piece of selenite. Now, you also don't want to get this wet because it does degrade, but this is excellent if you're having any spine issues. All right, your first card is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot, and we get the 3 of Wands, also known as the 3 of Fire. And this is all about knowing your strength. Knowing your strength. That's what I'm getting from this one. We're going to add to that a card from the Tarot Grand Luxe, and we get the 7 of Wands. So altogether, we have 10 wands here. I want you to look at this guy. Unless you're driving, okay, don't look. On the 7 of Wands, he's obviously a warrior. He's holding one of the wands over his head, and he's fighting off people. In stack 1, I was talking about protecting that which is ours. And that's totally what this man is doing. He is protecting the castle. He is protecting the castle. And this one here in the Three of Wands is sort of overseeing. Like, I can go into protection mode at any given time. He's got his hand on one of the wands. And the one on the Seven of Wands, he's actually doing the fighting. And my guides are saying something else as well. The Three of Wands in this case is all about spiritual protection, because he may look like he's just standing there looking out over the water with all the ships, but he is doing a spiritual protection, whereas the guy on the Seven of Wands in this deck is doing the physical protection. And it's a reminder that we need to do both. So depending on where you live, we're going to protect things in a different way. But we all need to do the spiritual protection. I talked earlier about putting a nice pink bubble around us so nobody takes our energy. That's one way. And you put that bubble around your vehicle, around your home, around your stuff. But we also need to be prepared if something happens physically. Now, I do not condone violence. I am all about love and light. But I got to tell you, if somebody tries to hurt me or mine, you're going to see a whole different side of me. I will go on the defense, and it won't be pretty. Okay? I'm not going to be a doormat. So it's like we need to make sure that we're prepared both ways. That's really interesting, because it starts with the spirituality, knowing that we're powerful, knowing that we're 16 feet tall, okay? I may be 5'7" in this reality, but out there, I am 16 feet tall, and I do carry a big stick. And so if something happens, we need to tap into that. With love and light, of course. Okay, so your third card is from the Guardian Angel reading deck, and we get the Angel of Dreams. The Angel of Dreams. This is card number 10. This is, it's a 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And what I feel from this is that as we sleep, our angels and our spirit guides who live in the light are communicating with us. But you notice there's a dream catcher up here. We also need to do exactly what I was talking about with these other two cards. We need to make sure that we're protected before we go to sleep, because there are always things in the darkness that want to get at us. And when we're asleep, we are vulnerable. So we need to make sure that we are protected before we go to sleep. You come up with a prayer, you come up with a mantra, you come up with a routine that helps you protect you before you go to sleep. Now, when I do it, I make sure that I'm protecting me, my body, and all my other bodies, my physical body and all my other bodies. Why do I say it that way? Because me is the Barbara inside this body, then this physical body, and then all my other bodies, my emotional body, my mental body, my spiritual body, etc. So I want to make sure I'm very explicit that my guides who live in the light, the angels who watch over me and love me from the light, thank you for guiding, guarding, and protecting me, my physical body, and all my other bodies before I go to sleep. Okay? So that's what I feel from this. Remember, they can watch over us, but they can't do anything unless we ask. So definitely ask. Ask before you go to sleep. And then in the morning, be grateful. Say thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything. I have this whole routine where I do gratitude for about a half an hour every morning before I get out of bed. Because I want to make sure that they know how much I appreciate them. So, protection. Again, now I don't choose these cards. My spirit guides choose these cards, and the cards make total sense now. And why they said, today's theme is protection. We are stronger than we know, but we have to do a spiritual protection and make sure that we are ready for any kind of physical protection should it ever arise. This does not mean it's going to arise for you, okay? So don't think that. Don't start panicking and going, well, Barbara said something bad was going to happen to me. No, 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 no. I'm just saying we all need to be prepared. That means, maybe what that means is you need to go on more walks and be physically active. Maybe it means you need to have a big stick. It's going to mean something different to different people. And this is a general reading, so I can't be real specific about it. But we should all be prepared in whatever that means to us, spiritually and physically. All right, I'm just going to have a little sip of water here. If you chose stack number 3, your stone is black obsidian, which is exactly what this large obelisk is here. This obelisk is from my private collection. Everything else is for sale in the shop, but this is in my private collection, and it is actually upstairs in the large grid that brings in positive energy to this building. So, black obsidian. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of obsidian, and my take on it is whichever one makes you happy, that's the one you go with. Whichever one makes you feel good. But this is just the regular black obsidian. It's not the rainbow or there's golden sheen and silver sheen and all these other kinds. But black obsidian, obsidian in general is very, very protective. And it's excellent for removing negativity. It's really good to protect against psychic attacks. It's also really good for vulnerable people who are vulnerable to abuse. Like vulnerable adults, special needs children and adults. If they could wear this in some way or carry it on their person, it would be really good for them. It's very grounding and very healing as well. And it is an excellent manifestation stone. Physically, this obsidian benefits the stomach, intestines, muscle tissue, and can help get rid of bacterial or viral infections. So, everybody needs to be wearing one of these. It helps sharpen and focus internal and external vision and help you get in touch with buried issues before they explode. It's really good for the root chakra, so that makes sense. In other words, if you're carrying some kind of trauma that you still get triggers about, this would be a good stone for that, because we don't want people to be exploding. Okay, that's bad. Exploding people is bad. Now, you do need to deal with that trauma, but this is a good stone to have on you while you're dealing with it. All right, for stack number 3, your first card is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. And we have more wands. We had lots of wands in stack 2. Now we're the Queen of Wands. Look at this card. She's got a big black panther with her. She's got so many wands. She's on fire. But she's sitting on her throne, and if you're not driving, look at the determination on her face. Don't mess with me. That is definitely an expression of don't mess with me, because it ain't going to be pretty. Okay, so interestingly, from the Tarot Grand Lux, we have the 9 of Swords. Usually, what I get from the 9 of Swords is, oh man, stop worrying and being afraid of stuff. But because we have the Queen here of Wands, I kind of feel like, yep, there's swords out there. Pfft, I don't care. Those swords don't scare me. As a friend of mine would say, I ain't shook. The woman that's laying on this this bed here. She's got her hand up to her forehead, and she's looking out. You know, there's a moon out there, and there's somebody looking in with a creepy face. There's all these swords and dripping candles, and it looks pretty creepy. But today, because we have the Queen of Wands, it's, yep, I know all that scary stuff is out there, but I ain't shook. Because I know I'm 16 feet tall. I know I'm protected. So if you picked stack number 3 today, which, by the way, in the background has this shungite pyramid right in front of it or right behind it, you're making sure that you're protected, and whatever is out there in this world, this scary world that's out there, this 3D world, I have to say, this is like me. All right. I know I spiritually protect myself every day. I spiritually protect myself before I go anywhere. I spiritually protect myself before I open my shop, before I take out the garbage, before I do anything. I know I'm going to be fine. I feel like this Queen of Wands because I am protected. And this is not ego talking. It's just, I know God's got my back. I know Archangel Michael's got my back. I know my spirit guides who live in the light got my back. I know my ancestors got my back. Oh, the ones that live in the light. So this 9 of Swords, this is that external world and all the fears and all that. And it's like, yep, yeah, I know that stuff's there, but I'm not worried. And I know I'm way more powerful. I know who I am and how powerful I am. And this stuff does not scare me. We're going to add to that a 3rd card from the Guardian Angel reading card deck, and we get the Angel of Past Lives. I just said, I know who I am. This is card number 24, by the way. 2 plus 4 is a 6. 6 is all about love. This is knowing that this lifetime right now is the culmination of all these past lifetimes. All these past lifetimes were building the foundation that I can use in this lifetime. And that's why I'm really good at this and why I'm really good at that. I firmly believe that when you have a child prodigy who's really good at the martial arts or really good at playing piano, like amazingly good, it's not just, oh, wow, that's just weird. No, it's because in a previous life, they were an expert piano player or martial artist. And they decided before they came into this life that they wanted to retain that. Which is why they're so good, why they can play without even looking at sheet music. Because it's already in them. And so when you know who you are, and you just, people all the time ask me, well, how do I know about my past lives? Well, sit down in the quiet and meditate and ask your spirit guides from the light about one past life in particular. Start with something. Start with something you're really good at. Like if you are a really good piano player, ask for a past life where you played the piano. I'm not a really good violinist, but I remember playing the violin in another life and having, and I remember going around to all these big ritzy places and playing violin. I'm just not supposed to do it in this life, but I remember doing it. And when I hear really good violin music, it just goes right into my soul. It just makes me happy. So maybe this is just a message for you to meditate and find a past life that you resonate with. But whether you find past lives or not is beside the point. They're all building the foundation for this one. They're all building up to this one. This is the important one because we are living in a very, very important time right now. We've never done this before. We've never gone through the birth canal and been reborn in this way as a collective. This is a really, really important time for us. So know that you're 16 feet tall. Know that you have the determination and the strength to face this darkness down, and know that you're more powerful than it. Because you're made of stardust. How cool is that? We are all made of stardust. We are made of bits of the sun and the stars and the cosmos. And we are all very, very powerful. So stop thinking that you're limited by this physical body. You know, if you want to fly, start telling yourself that you can instead of telling yourself that you can't. If you want to play the violin, start telling yourself that you can, not that you can't. Somebody was in here the other day in my shop, and she was talking about how she really wanted to do this thing. And I said, so what's stopping you? And she says, well, I can't. And I said, well, you're stopping you. And she just looked at me. And I said, you are the one stopping you. Because we've been programmed as humans that we can't do things for specific reasons. And we always have excuses. So stop that programming, erase it, cancel, clear, delete it, and start telling yourself the things that you can do. You're 16 feet tall. You're a frickin' warrior. You're made of bits of stardust and sunlight. You can do anything. So start believing that. And that is stack number 3. Woo! That's awesome. All right, let's have a little golden singing bell. Thank you guys for watching or listening to my video. Thank you for sharing it, liking it, subscribing. And I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know that you are worthy. You just got to know you're worthy now. So get in receive mode and know that you're worthy of all good things, and you're a 16-foot tall warrior, and you are guided, guarded, and protected. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Namaste.